It does not rise gently, like dawn over a tranquil field. It erupts quietly, yet irresistibly, from the underground caverns of the psyche, where all forgotten tenderness sleeps. There is a sacred moment when the soul that has long carried the emotions of others begins to feel its own pulse again. This awakening is both birth and death, the end of naive compassion and the beginning of conscious empathy. The empath who has long lived at the mercy of the world's invisible tides suddenly hears the subtle whisper of the self. You were never meant to drown in others. You were meant to walk upon their waters. Morning renewal is not a mere metaphor for waking from sleep. It is the ancient rite of consciousness returning from the unconscious. Every dawn in the external world is a faint echo of that first inner sunrise when light breaks through the mists of projection. The empath, more than any other archetype, is sensitive to these transitions between night and day, between what is felt and what is known. Their life is a perpetual threshold, a liminal place where the boundaries blur between self and other, love and loss, darkness and revelation. When the spirit stirs, it does not begin with clarity, but with confusion. The empath begins to question, whose pain is this that I feel so deeply? For years they have mistaken resonance for responsibility. They believed that to feel another's suffering was to be called to carry it. Yet, awakening reveals that compassion does not mean possession. The morning of the soul teaches that to feel does not mean to fuse. There is a sacred distinction between empathy and enmeshment, between love and unconscious absorption. It is in this delicate differentiation that the psychology of morning renewal begins to unfold. The first light of understanding always exposes the shadow that guarded the night. When an empath awakens, they must face the archetype of the healer in its double form. One face is radiant, the one who restores,